What's up, ladies and gentlemen? ChuckfinleLP Play Sonic Unleashed Part 30. We are here in front of the Shamar hot dog stand. Well, hello, welcome to Don Facio's Shamar turkey dog stand. Huh. You gotta clear my missions or I won't sell to you. I've got a bunch of missions ready for you. Finish in 7 minutes. So that's just getting through going for that one. That one, are you? Well, I'll be rooting for you from back here. Have a good run, buddy. This is the Arid Sands day stage, something that we're pretty used to with the Missing Sister mission. I don't believe I should have that much trouble with it, to be quite honest, but the level 3 is 3 minutes, so you do want to. I will be trying to go for that. You know, even if I can't get it, I'll at least try to point out where you could go faster. Obviously, you want to try to boost through this section. Could possibly try to go up along those rails. It's really pretty much up to you. You would be able to get around a lot of the course without taking damage. If you did do that, you do want to watch out for the people because they will get in your way. You do want to hop on that or make the quick time event ramp. Probably going up would be a better course of action there. Not too familiar with this section, but Missing Sister didn't start out here. Okay, so that was a light speed dash section. I definitely suggest going along. A lot of this is just trial and error. You know, I don't remember a lot of this level because I don't practice it all that often, so that's why I'm getting caught here on all this stuff. But you know, if you definitely need to practice before going through here. That'll definitely help you out in the long run. Well, we'll probably make a mistake by going down here. Yeah, crap. Alright, so if you're going to go for the 3, do not go down here. There's probably no way I'll make 3, but that's just, you know, what happened. So here, this is the beginning of Missing Sister, right outside of town, where it begins. There very well may be a, of course, there very well may be a secret here, I don't know. Yep. No? Yeah, okay, cool. So there is one here. Definitely save you a lot of time instead of going down there. Going through here will save yourself a little bit of time too. And remember through this section to stay to the right so that you can hop along this set of boxes. Whether you get the ring or not, that really doesn't matter. It's just the speed that you can gain from there. Yeah, definitely everything's different than the Missing Sister mission. But a lot of that still applies. What you did speed-wise. Ah, crap. Probably head up instead of down. Well, doesn't seem like it would actually help me all that much. But oh well. So we had 7 minutes to get through here. I highly doubt I'll make it through in time. See if this is the same. Well, the first one, if you remember with the Missing Sister mission, the first one was always square, but the second one was random. It was either square, circle, or X. Don't forget there is another shortcut here at the very height of your jump. You can head up there. I'm sure there's a few collectibles up there as well. Boosting and trying to keep your speed will definitely help you out while going through there. You can see I do have 605 rings. That is the level 3 for the ring mission. So it is pretty easy to get 600 rings. You don't have to try all that much to actually be able to go after them. Again, I do suggest going up in the top along that rail there. You'll definitely be able to get through here a lot faster. You'll still have to do this section, but that first section you won't have to worry with. Try to start this as soon as possible. I'm sure there's a few collectibles in there as well, so if you want to take a look in there, you may find something that will help you out. Again, remember to stay up high through this section, and we'll try to get up high. Oh, missed it again, but seems to end up in the same exact places here, so we'll just try not to dodge people. See if I can. I guess that's kind of cool, I guess, because it makes you kind of think that you're in town, but the people shouldn't be in the middle of the in the road, you know, where people are running. So you want to wait a few moments. Oh wow. Oh, that sucks. You want to jump on that rail, but I don't think it really matters as long as you can get it. As long as you can get over there, it shouldn't matter at all. So ring-wise, we're doing pretty good. Time-wise, we're doing okay. Remember just to jump there. Don't forget about the jump right before you get to the, just before you get to the speed boost pad, and you'll be able to make that shortcut. I don't believe the pillars actually fall quite as fast. Oh crap, I got caught. As they did in the Missing Sister mission, because I shouldn't. Crap, come on. Won't jump for whatever reason. I shouldn't be able to actually make a lot of this. Watch out for those rocks. They will kill you if you do get crushed by them, so you do definitely want to watch out for those. I got crushed a couple times in Missing Sister and some of the things that I didn't show off. Anything to save yourself time and to try to help yourself out. Going along here will definitely be the quickest route. If you noticed, I was able to jump and to hit the second one last time. So far they've been leaving it square, which is useful because that definitely helps us out while going through here. You definitely want to stay away from this from that egg fighter because he has an electric shield, which will obviously hurt. Wait for the highest point of the jump, or the highest point of the arc. You can hop on that, but I don't actually think it's necessary to slow yourself down. You do want to slow yourself down through here until you get to about right there. But again, I would suggest not touching any buttons through here. Thankfully, there are no spikes or anything. The rocks will kill you, so you definitely want to be careful. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Well, wouldn't have made it in the time. Well, possibly could have if I hadn't have missed the ring, but you know there was nothing really that I could do, and I'm sure I could have went through a few sections a little bit faster than what I did. Well, the sections in town, if I would have went through there a lot faster, I would have made it in under 3. But just make sure that you go for those shortcuts, those 2 shortcuts. That will save you so much time, and you'll be able to get to level 3 easy. So because of those shortcuts, I would definitely say the Shamar time trial is going to be pretty easy for level 3. Congrats, you made it. Not that anybody ever doubted your speed, Sonic. Here, have a turkey dog. You're a fan, right? Well, eat up. You got a sandy dog. So I thought they were all hot dogs. So these are turkey dogs. But the what was it? Whatever the hot dog was, that's the region. That's the hot dog for this region. All right. So battle trial, defeat, beat over 30 foes. Going for that one, are you? Well, I'll be rooting from you. Go bust a few heads, buddy. Again, not a really. The level 3 for here is beat 70 enemies. Wow, okay. Again, this doesn't have too many big areas. It's more spread out. The enemies are, but they're just kind of peppered around in larger sections, so that you can. Get them. I definitely suggest taking your time through here, making sure that you. Crap. Let me see if you can boot. Yeah, you could just try to slide underneath those. Since you're not on a time limit, take your time. Try to kill every enemy that you see. The brakes don't really work all that well for Sonic, so you do want to be careful if you do have to brake. Oh, whoa. Don't go along the top if you do. Because you'll miss these egg launchers, and you don't want to miss those. Those will definitely help you out. Boost a little bit. Here's another, I guess, okay section. One of the few sections that actually would be where a bunch of robots are, but that even then it doesn't have too many robots going through that section. Let's see. Drifting really doesn't work all that well. It's not tight enough a lot of the time while trying to go through here. I don't think it's going to let us go through, actually. Yeah, there's a few robots down there. If you want to get them, just have to be careful for that Robotnik spring that will send you back. You can go for this one pretty easily, so I suggest doing that. I don't think I actually hit him. Let's see. Oh well. If it does affect my time, then you can just go back for him if you want to. But I'm not gonna mess around too much, even though I would like to show off what it takes to be able to get what you need while going through here. I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time trying to show all that off, especially because I want to get all the missions done here, and then I can move on to Adabat so that I can get all those missions done, and I can finally be done with the hot dog missions and can go on and do something else. Anyway, here's a few robots out here. Oh well. Again, through here you want to get the robots all through here. You can see what I was talking about. They're not really in one big area. They're more peppered around in little groups. Don't go for the shortcut through here. You want to stay low so that you can go for the spinner, the E6 spinner, and the egg launcher. You can definitely tell it's a lot easier than the Missing Sister mission. Don't believe there's a robot down through there. Probably just a slower way to go through there. Probably could boost you there, but just to be cautious, I definitely suggest just using the homing attack while going through here. You'll make sure that you hit every robot that you see. There's a robot back here, no? Okay, let's see. Doing okay, I guess, for now. You also want to use these opportunities to try to collect rings. Here's another section that could be good for robots. About 5 on each rock, I believe. Except this one's got 4. And then 3 over here. And then a handful, and then 1 there, and then you can get those handful of rings there. And we're doing okay. Should be okay on rings as well. But let me see. We're not quite done yet, so don't. Oh well. Yeah, you want to be careful doing that. If you can wait, I definitely suggest go ahead and waiting for that platform to come back out. If you're not doing the time trial. Let's see what we got here. Yep. So you don't want to automatically assume that the button will be whatever button you think it will be. Possibly going along the other route would have been better. I don't know, whether or not it would have been. Possibly, but, I still don't know. Oh, wait. Robot here. Don't know if there will be any robots over here. No, just these weird platforming sections. So no real benefit to going down there outside of just slowing you down. Don't want that. Possibly could die if you're low on rings. What the? Okay. Well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut here. I won't show this run just for time reasons, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, so see you in a second. Alright, so here I am on the wall. I just wanted to make sure that I was going to make it on the wall this time. Why I didn't film this run, I only needed one run, because I went the exact same path, except I went a little bit more cautiously and slower. Not really good filming material, especially after Empire City. Or skyscraper scamper day stage. Decided not to do too many more slow runs, if I can, or just repeating runs. The only thing that I did do different, however, is I went on every low path that I could possibly, and you can see the result. I have 71 enemies instead of in the 60s. I definitely did miss a few potentials that I could have gotten, but for the most part, I did an okay job. I did, however, go, instead of on the only rail section, I went, instead of jumping on the 3 that's out in the middle of the air and then going on those quick time event springs, I went low to figure out what was down there. The only thing was it was slower, more dangerous, and it only had 3 E6 spinners, the same with the same amount that you would get for going along the QTE spring. So I definitely suggest just staying on the QTE spring. Congrats, you got it done, man. You're one tough cookie, Sonic. Alright, so got a Sandy Dog. That's the regional hot dog again for Shamar. So ring-wise, we only need to get 100 rings this time. Going for that one, are you? Well, I'll be okay. Go hog wild, grabbing those rings. And the level 3 amount is, as I said before, 600. I don't guess I said that before. So 600, which isn't all that difficult, to be honest. The problem is you just have to be careful getting hit. Why I had so few rings is because I was trying to go for enemies, and I wasn't. Oh crap! And I wasn't focusing on keeping my rings. However, you know, going along through the upper sections and the quicker sections, you'll not only be able to collect more rings, you'll also be able to keep them. Because if you remember, with the time trial, I had a fair amount of rings at the end of it. By when it was all said and done, I don't know why the game automatically made it start drifting to the right for whatever reason. But yeah, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult. Just make sure that you don't take any damage. For this section, I went low and I found a handful of enemies that are useful. All you have to do is just on that one rainbow hoop, just drop down. You don't actually have to go through there, or I guess there's the red hoop. You don't actually have to go through that section, so just drop down and don't worry about it. Ah, crap. Alright. But anyway, again, you know, just try to stay on the low, slow paths, or the fast upper paths that usually have more rings with them anyway, and you shouldn't have a problem. But if I don't do a very good job on this run, just watch, go back and watch my the time trial run, and shouldn't have a problem. Past that, you don't have to boost through this section. Just wait till you get to about here, then you want to boost because you'll collect a lot more rings that way. Ah, crap. Definitely, you don't want to take your time through this level just because there are so many. Crap. It's because there are so many. Ooh. I want to go up here on this rail. I want to at least show it off once. There is no real reason. There's nothing big up here. Come on. There's nothing up here outside of just some score and some rings. But I just want to go ahead and see what's up here. To begin with, I guess nothing but just a handful of rings, which is, I guess, useful. Going after those 10 rings will definitely help you out in the long run as well. So if you ever see one of those, you always want to go after them if you can. And I'm definitely doing worse than last time, but hey. Again, if I don't, well, I guess I'm okay. At least I passed the limit where I didn't last time. But yeah, just don't use the light speed dash through that section. Just go ahead and drop off about in between the orange hoop and the orange hoop and the rainbow hoop, and you should be able to get down there, find some enemies, and you'll be closer to gaining the required amount for level 3. But anyway, so we'll try to head over here, see if there's... Oh, crap. Forgot to head on that rail. I'm not careful, I'm going to have to cut again. Maybe you want to boost through, at least through that first section. Definitely through there so you can collect the maximum amount of rings. Brakes. Definitely something that they, thankfully they worked on, was the brakes. They didn't do an okay job with the brakes in this game, but in later Sonic titles, they definitely did a much better job with the brakes. Even in the newest, or at this point, the newest 3Ds or main series Sonic games, Sonic Generations, actually has an upgrade that you can buy, and I won't talk too much about it now, but outside of just saying that it's an upgrade that will allow you to stop on a dime immediately, and that is definitely something very useful that Sonic Colors didn't have. It had better brakes than this game, but it still wasn't the best brakes, compared to Sonic Generations brakes. So stopping in both this game and Sonic Colors is kind of a pain to deal with and do, so you want to try not to do it as often as you can. But let's try to make it through this section again. Make sure to jump on the rail this time and be able to just get through here pretty quickly. Yeah, that's about the fast way to get through here. So you want to take it easy. Use light speed dash through there just so that you can gain all the rings anyway. You definitely want to take the shortcut through here. It'll help you out, and it'll make sure that you stay safe. I don't think there's too many rings along the path, but it's just a lot safer and a lot faster than going along that lower section. There's a lot of rings to be had through this pillar section, but you just have to make sure that you don't actually don't get hit by the pillars. And since there are no machine gun egg fighters, you can actually just take your time through this section, collect every single ring possible if you feel that you need to, and I definitely suggest doing so. It'll help you out in the long run. Make sure that you go to the right here, go as far right as possible so that you can collect that 10 ring. Make sure that you boost that section, however, or you won't gain the maximum amount of rings. You can see already past 600, but we've still got a little ways to go, so don't let your guard down just yet. You always want to be cautious and careful. Now, if you head up here, let me see, I think I've already showed it off before, but if you head up here, it will take you right to the. Oh, okay. I thought that lower section was something dangerous, but it's just a quicker way to get up there instead of having to wall jump. But yeah, on this rail, instead of jumping off here, I went lower. Nothing special, nothing important. Going through there, I definitely suggest just staying through here. While there are a few more rings down there, you have to use light speed dash along that, and the light speed dash isn't all that reliable anymore. There's a few more robots if you need to. I wasn't able to actually get to those, sadly. Here's an area where you can gain a few rings, but you just have to be careful about these spikes, and you want to be very careful while getting up to the wall. Here, make sure that you dodge the rocks, obviously, and we're doing okay. So we should be, even if we were doing level 3 right now, we should be in a pretty good spot, all things considered. Yes, 804. So yeah, there you go. You just follow my exact path, and you should be able to get 804 rings as well. The reason why I definitely suggest not using this as a ring grinding area is just because it is so difficult, and there's just so many little things that can ruin your day. Not as big as the laser sections in Spagonia, but you can't easily reach 999 rings here, but in Spagonia you can. But if you do get tired of Spagonia, which I can understand people could, I suggest go ahead and doing Shamar, possibly. You'll have to practice a little bit, but if you get it down to where you'll never take damage, this is another good area. And if you get tired of Spagonia, but I definitely suggest Spagonia first above Shamar. But anyway, congrats, you passed with flying colors. I figured if it had to do with rings, you'd be the guy for the job. So that's the third and final mission for the daytime stage. So I'm going to wait till night, and then I'll head to the 2 missions here during the night, and depending on how long this takes me, I should be doing pretty good time wise, and hard drive wise I'm doing pretty good as well. Time trial will be in 40 minutes, so going for that one, are you? I guess you're pretty fast even in that form then, huh? Now I definitely suggest not going along that side section where I had so much trouble with in with it, which has the 4 waves of enemies. Just skip that section altogether, and you should have no problem getting through here. I'll take a look and see what level 3 is. Level 3 is 20. Yeah, my guide says 10, but it has this mission being 10 as well, so I would definitely suggest say 20. So this is another. Pretty much every level from here on out will have one area or another that will have several fights that are not needed, or they will have fights that is not needed, but they won't be readily known. You don't get caught on fire if you do use the critical attack, which I definitely suggest doing for the flame masters here. Speed-wise, I'm not doing all that well, but you can definitely see that my bar is bigger. Let's see where that other fright get to. Where'd it go? Oh, okay, here we go. You definitely want to be careful losing Rexes and Frights, which is actually pretty easy to do if you're not careful. So, let me see. Because the Flame Master appeared last, and that's when the barrier came up, I suggest go ahead and trying to take him out first. Remember, you don't get caught on fire if you use the critical attack, so you can try to go for that. And let's see if it knocks the barrier out. I have to wait for him to die. You don't want to get into a fight. Oh, 2 of them. Enjoy. There is quite a lot of barrels through this section, and remember, the barrels do have splash damage that you can make use of if you need to. No? Okay, so looks like you do have to actually fight every enemy here, but there will be 2 waves of Flame Masters, so you definitely want to be careful while going through there. You can, and it seems like 2 waves of everything almost. I'm not used to thinking about this fight being fast. I'm doing pretty good. Sadly, the clock doesn't stop when you're doing the critical attack. That would definitely help you out and make it a lot more convenient to actually want to, or it would make more sense to use the critical attack because you wouldn't have to worry about the clock running out or anything like that. But you have to do this fight. So just ambush the these frights are what are getting to me. Actually, it's not all that much else. Doing pretty good. I guess I think I picked up an attack upgrade now. I don't know how I took them out so easily. Another fight that you have to do, you have to knock out all of the enemies again. There's a water barrel in the back if you need it. You definitely want to be careful, and I'll talk more about the survival aspect after this. You don't want to go around lighting yourself on fire while you're doing the survival one, but you can use these frights to your advantage by throwing them at the Flame Masters and then being able to go through them and attack them like that. That'll definitely help you out. Or just anything, really, bees, whatever. Bees, however, are not small enough like little Rexes to be actually classified as a really usable throwing enemy. I'm sure there's a few. You can use those Thunderballs if you need to, or you can grab these barrels, which I always suggest doing. And as soon as they're down, just don't attack the wall, but you want to try to attack them as quickly as possible. And you want to be careful about destroying your supply of water barrels. I don't do a very good job of keeping them around, but I definitely suggest doing that. So this is where Shoddy had his mission at, where we have to drop the jewels on over there. That's where Shoddy was, as a matter of fact. And the jewels, there's one in here, I believe, yes. 2, possibly. maybe just one. But anyway, just remember, don't go along that that section, the side section, and I'll point out where it is. I won't actually go in it, but I will point it out just to show you where not to go. Thinking there was 2 in here, but I guess not. Maybe they're in these areas. We'll take a look. No. You definitely want to look on the outside before going in. Except for there, you really can't see. Yeah, okay, so the one on the right, the one to your right as you're entering this area has the yellow gym in it, so you can skip the left side and just head straight for the right. That'll definitely help save yourself some time. Where did the yellow one get to? Here? Yes, okay, so if they light up like that, that means you found the correct one, and that's where it belongs. I'm thinking there's one around here, a gym, but possibly not. They may all be up here. So here's another water barrel section. You want to be careful to not destroy them. But because we're not on survival, or we're not doing the survival, you do want to be careful though, because you still can just jump into the water, or try to get some water on you to be able to. Let's see, another flame master. Yeah, crap. Okay, well, sadly I used a large portion of my water. Either most, or well, not most of them, but crap. Come on. Damn it. That's the bad thing about these bees. They're about as big of a pain as the deep nightmares, because they hurt for a pretty good amount. Oh, shoot. Come on. Give me some rings. There we go. The best thing I can suggest is always have your shield ready to go. And whenever you can... Oh, come on. I'm a little bit too far to die right now. Alright, there's a ring here. We can use this to... There we go. If you can stun them, that'll definitely help you out. So whenever you can, just destroy them. Oh, he's still alive, so you definitely want to watch out for him. But you can definitely see why there's such a pain. There is a life ring over here, though. If you need it, then you definitely will need it. Let's see, there's a jewel over here. This is the red one. So the blue one must be around here somewhere as well, but I just don't know where it is. Okay, let me see. There's a red one go here on the far right, or far left. Let's have to find the blue one. So let me see, the blue one should be either in this room. Nope. Not around there. In this room, possibly. Just destroy the pots to make sure it's not hiding behind anything. Some upgrades here if you need them. I definitely suggest going after them during the survival. Huh. Should be either in these trees. Well, hold on a minute. It could be. Aha! It's here in the water. That's right. I cannot believe I forgot that. But thankfully, I didn't waste too much time looking for it. Just remember the blue one is in the water, and you may want to try to go after that one first, and leave the red one for the last one. So thankfully, we get out of here, and we can go on. And we're actually doing pretty good time-wise. Remember, I don't know for sure because my guide doesn't say whether or not, how long it actually takes to get level 3, but I suggest trying to go for it in 20 minutes, which is perfectly possible. You know, that's actually pretty easy to do. Want to make sure that whenever throwing a fire barrel that you always get the Flame Master, and as soon as you're able to, use the critical attack on them, and then just immediately go for the I believe those are Gaia eels. Pretty sure that's what they're called. But as soon as you're able to use the critical attack on them, on all matches really, the eels you don't have to worry about, but they're kind of like evil flowers. They're a pain to deal with, but you can just throw one of the thunder balls at them. You can just throw one of the thunder balls at them, and you can kill them pretty easily like that. But you definitely do not want to let them slow your progress down. And their projectiles seem to be pretty slow by themselves. Let me see, where am I supposed to go? Possibly over here. Yeah, now that I think of it, you may want to just destroy this one that would be closest to you. Come on, I don't want to jump off like that. I'm sitting here wasting time trying to make up time. That's something very bad indeed. I think I'm going to guess the box cannot go in the water, sadly. You may actually have to beat it in well, you don't have to beat it in 10 minutes. So we're doing pretty good. I keep thinking we have to beat it in 10 minutes, not 20. But because we're so close to the end, this is actually the end right here. You don't have to worry about getting thrown around too much here, outside of just the being attacked. Wow, four squares in a row. That's definitely useful. Okay, so since you don't have to, all you have to do is just knock out the. Since all you have to do is just knock out the Titan, you can definitely use that to your advantage. And these are probably going to spawn at least 2 waves of them. So it's up to you whether you want to destroy them or not. I do, however, just to try to gain some more experience. Wow. Oh, okay. That's always useful. New attacks you know nothing about. Come on, let me use the critical attack. Crap. Oh, that's not even fair. I didn't even get to see what the critical attack was. So you definitely want to take out the Cure Master first. Get him down on the ground. And, okay. They're just going to keep spawning infinitely, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it. I'm wasting time anyway. I didn't think about that. But you definitely know what fights to do and not to do, especially while you're trying to go after the survival. The killer bees are going to be a pain. I'm sure that's what's going to end up killing me, but you can use an Unleash for that section, and you should be able to get up. Oh no, there are those 2 upgrades in the building, so you can use those, the attack upgrade, and I believe that's either a defense upgrade or a Unleashed upgrade, and if that isn't an Unleashed upgrade, then you can go ahead and use the Unleashed, because then it'll be filled up again. And congrats, you made it. I was surprised to see you run on all 4s, but I can't argue with the results. So I will take a look and see what the time is for the level 2. It won't tell me what level 3 is. Finish in 30, so finish in 20. So easy. You could probably even mess around and kill some more enemies if you wanted to, but I definitely suggest not going along that upper path that has all those enemies. Going for that one, I know you're always careful, but, well, be extra careful this time, yeah. But if you noticed, my life bar did fill up from jumping up from 7 to 8, and it's actually a little bit bigger. And so you can just see how useful filling your life bar up is, or leveling up life, because my bar was, it didn't jump up by a huge amount, but that little bit will definitely help me out, especially going through here. You can definitely tell how small, it did jump up a little bit anyway. So here, early on, you want to be very cautious as soon as you can. Immediately start attacking. Remember to use the critical attack whenever possible, just because you can knock out the Flame Master easy. You want to be prepared for when enemies appear, especially the Flame Master. Ooh, there's 2 of them. Splash damage? No, not this time. Sadly, but oh well. Remember, you can throw the you can throw the frights at the Flame Masters, and that will get them prepared for a critical attack, which will not light you on fire. Do not forget that. If you use a critical attack on a Flame Master, you will not be lit on fire. And you can just throw a little a fright at the Flame Master to get him prepared for it, and all that is just how well you can handle a quick time event. Alternatively, of course, if you do have water barrels around, you may want to try to go for those, but it's a useful way to take out both flames or Flame Masters and frights at the same time. So I definitely suggest going for that, but we seem to have people wanting to come over here and stick their nose where it doesn't belong. It's always useful. No, that's always bad. And you can see the Thunderballs do actually help you out a lot. You can probably use an Unleashed here. It'll definitely fill up by the time, by the time you get to the end again. Let's see if we can figure out where a barrel or a flame or a lit fright is. I can't seem to find anything in the nightmares are becoming a pain to deal with. The Thunderballs will help you, however, as I keep saying, they will shock the enemies if they are within range. This ain't going all that well, but hey, whatever. Already knocked down to a quarter, and I haven't even gotten to the what else is left? Oh, I've knocked down to a quarter. I'm not even in the B section yet, the killer B section yet. This is bad, really, to be quite honest. If you do have time, and definitely you do, you want to look around for items. I'm gonna guess that's an Unleashed item. The little orb-like thing. For this section, just go ahead and instead of dealing with the frights and trying to use the frights to stun or to get the Flame Master ready to for a critical attack, just go ahead and use a water barrel on them. A water barrel is probably a better alternative than using anything else, to be quite honest. The using of frights is handy only if you don't have a water barrel to use, but because you should have a water barrel or several water barrels around to use, you shouldn't have to ever need to use a fright because of it, just because. You should always have plenty of time, or plenty of barrels around, except for this section up here. I would definitely suggest go ahead and using a fright, but it doesn't seem to be any. That's where the water barrels get to. Don't forget I believe there will be 2 waves of the Flame Master, so... Oh, crap. Come on. Okay, there's all the water barrels over there in the corner. Isn't a whole lot you can do through there if you can't get the line. What the hell? Come on, I thought he was dead. If you really can't get the line going, or damn it, I'm pretty bad off right now. I don't think I'll make it. If I do die, I'll just cut the video to wherever I die from, just to save time. I don't forget about the blue one being here. However, that killer bee section is that's probably gonna kill me. I'm that low on life, and I had such a hard time dealing with the bees last time. I really do feel that that's gonna kill me. That's where the yellow one goes. But we'll give it a shot. I'll go ahead and use the Unleashed as soon as they spawn. I'll get ready with the water barrel. I'll try to take out the Flame Master. Damn it. Yep. Alright, so see you in a second. Alright, so you can obviously tell I'm doing a little bit better. The only amount of damage that I actually took was from frights, believe it or not. A few frights here and there. Oh crap. Where's some barrels at? You want to put yourself with that. Put yourself out with barrels. You know, while it does seem like, while it is a waste of barrels, especially with survival, you don't want to mess around with it. Another set. Don't forget about the upgrades here and upgrades behind here. I'm gonna guess the oval thing is, the oval thing is a. Oh, come on! You can't even hit the little bastards. That's the bad thing. You can't ever hit them. Alternatively, you can bring that Thunderball from the last area over here. That may actually help you out and do yourself a little bit of good. Or you can, alternatively, you can throw the boxes from inside that room at them, or you can throw the water barrels at them. You know, whatever works. Since we're up here, go ahead and grab this red jewel, and then we'll just work our way down. I definitely suggest using the Thunderball. The Thunderball even may help for that section up there. You can pick the Thunderball up, but you do have to be careful because he will shock you. But under normal circumstances, that is not a problem because he will not actually, you know, because you can heal yourself. Right now we can't, so that's what makes him such a pain to deal with. Seems like there's another upgrade here, probably another unleashed upgrade. You may, you don't really use it, or at least I don't use unleashed all that much, and it's not that really required on anything but Titans, and possibly a fight filled with deep nightmares and a few killer bees, but there really isn't anywhere that I can think of that actually has a fight like that. So it's not really necessary to use all that much. Don't forget about the blue one back here. I didn't. That's just the order in which I went with everything. But yeah, the unleashed isn't all that useful, quite honestly. I mean, I don't find myself using it a whole lot or actually needing it all that often. Through here, you know, I didn't get lit up the first time, but you still want to take it easy through here, especially because you can't heal, and I'm almost down to half health. That's probably... No, I thought it was pressure sensitive, you know, once you pass by. Another section, you may even want to try to bring that, well, no, I guess you can't bring the Thunderball up there. I was going to say, I suggest you could try to bring the Thunderball up to where the Titan is, but you can't, so it's pretty useless trying to do that. But anyway, let's see, we'll get rid of both of these eels just so they don't give us any trouble. Probably should take the Cure Master out first, but I like to go ahead and kill them ahead of time, and wow, I'm really not in a really good position to fight the Titan right now, but I do have the Unleashed, which will definitely help me out in the long run. Just remember to take this box and move it over to the right side instead of the left side. I definitely am worried about the Titan fight now. I'm pretty low on health. I would definitely say from Shamar onward, well, Empire City, well, depending on the order in which you do this, you know, I definitely suggest starting from the easiest levels and then working your way up. You know, it may be more fun if you start from the hardest levels and then work your way down. Because you know you'll start out with a challenge, and then you'll wow, nice. And I'm going to go ahead and just get out of here instead of having to deal with that fight. That's another area where you want to be right on the Titan's body, but you may want to start with Eggman Land and then move down to, or Robotnik Land and then move down to Apotos. Or if you're like me and you're starting it the way that I am, from the easiest to the hardest, or in order of where you unlock the continents. or just the order in which you like the levels. You may want to... I lost what... You may want to, like, if you do Shamar instead of Empire City right after Shunan, after Shunan, you want to make sure that your life is leveled up all the way. These are the levels where you're going to need it. Congrats, you made it through. I'm impressed, buddy. You barely bat an eye at that nasty little challenge. But yeah, it's definitely after Shunan, no matter which order you take. If you follow it from the beginning of the story to the end, and you get to... Shunan is your fourth destination, you definitely, or the fifth destination, you definitely want to make sure that your life is all the way upgraded if you're going to tackle these survival challenges. In Empire City, Shamar, and Adabat, most definitely. But anyway, so doing pretty good time-wise, even though I've cut the video up a little bit. I've still got a pretty good amount of hard drive space left. I can easily go through here and do these hot dog missions. Hopefully, you know, if I have to cut to make a little bit of room, you know, I'll gladly do so. Strange thing is I haven't found Wintos yet since I last saw him, and that's not really worrying, but just curious to where he could be. Hot dogs, get him here at Don Facio's Adabat hot dog stand, but if you don't clear my missions, I can't sell to you. I've got missions for you. Let me know if you want to give it a try. Time trial, finish in 10 minutes. That's 10 rings you buy, and you're trying this one seriously. Good luck, I guess. Okay, so let's see. Level 3 is beat it in 6 minutes. Shouldn't be too bad, I don't guess. Oh, I forgot about Robotnik Land. Crap. Robotnik Land I won't be able to fit Robotnik Land in here. If I'd remembered about Robotnik Land, I would have tried to beat Shamar in part 29, but I had forgotten about it. But anyway, so just going through here, I definitely suggest going along the right side. It's a lot safer. I used a boost through there. It's a lot safer than doing anything else, and I definitely suggest boosting from early on, although I don't know why I wasn't, to be quite honest. Definitely don't practice here as much as I should, most definitely. But like I said, I don't do the hot dog missions, and I don't really play around too much through here. I hate when they send you backwards. Definitely staying up high probably would have helped, but you know, it doesn't really matter either way. Okay, you gotta jump on. Yeah, that's just so confusing. I don't know why they have to make it that difficult for. I guess because I don't normally go along that route. You want to be careful here. Any opportunity that you can to use the homing it or use light speed dash to collect a few rings here and there. You definitely want to go after that. Just skip that boost pad. I can't see it being useful for anything except just trying to kill you. Be careful through here. If you don't make this, you won't. You'll have to restart the level, so you want to be careful. Use another arrow chaser section. Yeah, I thought there was another. Well, I guess that was an interceptor level, but definitely seems to be another good section for level. Or for it seems like a lot better section for going after enemies than Empire City was. So definitely want to try to exploit it, especially for when you're doing the robot, the battle trial. This is water. You know, you've got these islands that you'll definitely want to watch out for, and I'll talk more about that once we get to the once we try to go for the I probably didn't need to jump there, but I'll talk more about trying to go after all of the robots once we get to the battle trial. Right now, the only thing I thought there was another interceptor level. But the only thing I'm focused on right now is just to try to get through here as quickly as possible without dying or without having to restart at all. Try to get through here in the first run. I doubt I seriously can, but you never know. My luck doesn't usually hold out for me like that, but I'll stay optimistic anyway and see what I can do. I should be nearing at least the halfway point, if not the end. Another water section, great. No. Yeah, another water section. Damn it. Alright. Oh, wow, okay. I guess I've only going for 3 minutes. I guess I can redo it again, try to show it off a little bit better instead of messing around here at the start. Okay, so we'll just try it again. I'll definitely wait until at least you get to the second line of rings so that you can make sure that you have enough boost to be able to use the boost the entire way instead of having to use a little bit and then not really wasting it so much, but just it being awkward, I guess, because you won't use all of the boost, or it won't be as efficient as using. It won't be as efficient as waiting for the full boost bar to get up to all the way. I don't know why I went along this loop again. I thought that was the right path to go along the middle, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Going through there, going through here will definitely right yourself so that you're along the right path. Using the homing attack through here will definitely be quicker than doing anything else. It's amazing how going through a level once, or going through a level a second time, almost fills you with a false sense of confidence. Pretty much, and I'm a lot more confident in what and where I can go and what I can do, and I spot things that I didn't the first time, and I can pick and choose areas that I know are bad, and just to try out different areas. That's definitely something about trial and error. Trying to, that's pretty much what you have to do when you're trying to go through and trying to get the S rank for the daytime levels or trying to beat one of these time trial missions. It's just it's all trial and error. That's pretty much the only thing you can do. But anyway, so let me see. Doing okay through here, not as well as I would like. Definitely try to hang far enough away from the geysers. You may not have to jump through there. I just feel as though I do. You want to use, if you do jump through there, you want to make sure that you use the air boost. It'll definitely help you out in the long run. The interceptor, if you haven't already noticed, has three attacks. The lasers in the middle, in both shoulders, the shockwave attack that he will use if he's close enough to do so, and then once he gets really close, he'll do a punch that you have to jump over. Doing okay time-wise, I guess. You can actually collect a lot of rings as long as you don't take damage. The geysers, though, no. Gonna have to cut this time, sorry. Alright, so I'm back. I did skip a little bit ahead. It's not that much. I just passed a very short water section. The same area where I died. It just had a few more geysers than I would have liked, and I just wanted to make sure that I got to this point, so I wasn't starting up and talking for nothing. If you notice, I'm not doing so hot ring-wise, or time-wise for that matter. I tried to go along a different path along the first section. Instead of going along that side area, I decided to head to the right, or to try to go along that middle section that I went through the first time I came here. And it didn't work out all that well, so whichever path I took to get here the first time, I definitely suggest using that one. Okay, so you definitely want to be careful through this section. I haven't made it to this point yet, so this is where all that false sense of confidence is gone. Remember to stay up high, watch out for the geyser. Nice, okay. Probably staying up higher would have helped, but whatever. I just want to get done. Quite honestly, that's all I want to do. But yeah, ring-wise, got a little bit unlucky with a few, with the egg chaser section and the interceptor section. Didn't do quite as well, or just got a little bit unlucky with timing-wise and with the bombs. And this is the same section that I died in. My first run through here. Damn it, wow. I hate those. That's always nice. Like, I am scared very badly. You do not even understand. That's why I'm not even trying to say anything. I'm just scared half to death. I just want to get this over with and done. And so that I can take my time and be able to point out a few things and show off a few things. Damn it. Of course. So our wonderful little arrow chasers make a return, or the egg fighters in poorly placed, the egg fighters with machine guns in poorly placed locations make a return, sadly. Yeah, I'll definitely make sure that I practice this before going into it. There's just not a whole lot. Like, I'm just sitting here scared, just shaking, just hoping that I do not mess anything up, because this is such a long level that I really don't want to have to waste time, my time, you know, not actual video time, but just my time to have to keep doing this, because the more I have to keep doing this, the less the less quality that my commentary will be, because I'll just have a lack of enthusiasm, and I won't want to continue to make videos, even though I've still got a good ways to go. You know, this is just the time trial. So I had 10 minutes, and the level 3 is 6. So let me see. Oh wait, let me make sure that it is 6. Yes, it is 6. So could have possibly beat it, even though I did go slow and had a few mess ups here and there. But I'm happy. Just happy that I got through that section. I'm done with this level. I don't have to do it again. That last half, especially just dropping you into it, and I didn't know anything about it, it definitely scared me. But anyway, so I definitely suggest not going to the left side, just down the right. You'll definitely go through there a lot faster. Head pretty good, fast enough to pass anyway. May as well give you this. It may just be a hot dog, but I'm sure it'll help. So it didn't seem seafood hot dogs. This is the regional hot dog for this area, but he doesn't seem to be as cheerful as some of the other ones that we've seen. Battle Child to beat over 30 foes. That's 10 rings you buy in. You're trying this one seriously. Good luck, I guess. Again, I guess there's actually a few areas where you can gain a whole lot of robots, and this one is kill 70 enemies. So if you notice, there is a whole lot of robots everywhere, and the arrow chaser section will definitely net you a few robots here and there, as well as on the islands. During the water sections, that'll definitely help you out. There's 2 robots there that you could get if I had remembered to get them. See if there's any more along here. I don't think so, though. That's why I'm just trying to take it easy and take it a little bit slower than I normally would have. Going through here, crap. Yeah, I went this path on that last route. That's why I wasn't thinking I was doing so good time-wise. Get up here, get a few robots. But instead of going along that middle path, that lower section down there, you want to go along the twisted path that I was complaining about the first time I came through here. That'll definitely help you out a lot more. Going through this path, this will definitely help you out a lot more, and it's a lot less dangerous than that one low middle path. You want to make sure that you use the light speed dash through here. That'll definitely help you out. Same area, good for a handful of robots. About 7, I believe, through that section, which is always useful. But there are robots dotted all over this area. Crap, I was trying to use the lights, the homing attack, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't register for whatever reason. But there are a good number of robots littered around everywhere that you can access and use. Through the arrow chaser section, it's kind of hard to see the robots. That's why it's easier just to try to die for the rings. But for this, and the robots don't line up as smoothly as like Empire City or Spagonia. The path isn't quite as narrow or linear, so it is kind of hard to see the robots while you're running around. This is one of the first island sections, so you want to hop off. Oh crap! Well, see if I can back up and head back that way and see if I can find a few here and there. A golden arrow chaser, that's another one that we've seen. Definitely got a few here on these islands that you can access and go after. We already are at 30. Let me see. Destroy the... Well, I won't run back, but I believe there are 2 robots back there. I'm not going to waste the time to do it and possibly die over 2 robots. But on this island, however, let's see, there should be at least 3. So far, 3 anyway. And that looks like that's all there is, sadly. But you know, it's still a handful of robots that that's still 3 robots that we wouldn't have otherwise. Ooh, we want to be very careful boosting while going along these islands. But through that one ruin, you don't have to jump, so that's useful, I guess. Come on, boost. You want to make sure that you boost immediately following the interceptor section, or he will start throwing his shockwave attack, and you'll lose. You'll not only that will not only put you in range to screw up, lose rings, but it'll also put you in range to for his punch. And you can see I'm down about 200 rings right now, sadly. But you know, oh well. So this is the water section. What I did here was I just I didn't boost. I made sure that I got on the rail first, and then I just try to keep it right at the middle. And this is easy. Well, isn't quite the same. No, because I didn't die last time and it worked. I won't quit. I'll try to see. Well, you already. Well, yeah. I guess I'll at least show off how to get these 2 E6 spinners here. Just jump, and that's pretty much all you got to do. You will lose rings if you do it, so I wouldn't suggest doing it normally. But for the robot, for the battle trial, definitely suggest doing it. The quick time of sections through there does take a little bit of practice to get used to. While I was trying to, twice while I was trying to do the time trial, I did mess up and ended up doing it too early. But it doesn't. If you practice the arrow chaser sections, and this is why running through Spagonia is so good, because there's no penalty if you mess up through that section. If you trying to train with the quick time, or not the quick time, but the quick step, that'll definitely help you out in the long run. With the arrow chaser section and just that one section where you can use where you have to use the quick step to get through the buildings to get you out of town, or out of the main center of town. That'll definitely help train you during the quick step. But the quick step, or getting familiar with the quick step, isn't that difficult. The only difficult thing is really just on the rails. But even then, you know, it's the same rules kind of apply. I'm not sure, but I believe the robot patterns are still the same. They don't look like it though, but I just may not have been able to see all of them. The more arrow chasers you can knock out of the air, the better. Let's see, we'll jump a little bit early this time. Oh crap! Don't want to stomp and land on the island. You don't want to stomp and land on the island, because that will just send you into a slide, and you don't want to slide while on these islands, especially on the smaller ones. But for the most part, you can kind of tell what you have to do. Let's see if we can line this up a little bit better. Through here, the geysers will never be a big problem for you. Just make sure that you run into the rocks. You may want to even tap the brakes a little bit while going through that section. But the geysers are never a problem for you while you're going through this section. Really? Okay, sorry, gonna have to cut. Alright, so here I am back here in this section. As I said before, I just stayed along the middle section. You can let off the boost for a fraction of a second to align yourself back up to where you need to go. I definitely suggest making full use of that. There are no enemies around here, so you don't have to worry about that. The first enemies that you'll see is through this section. past that, everything behind you, there is no enemies. You don't have to worry about it. You can see I'm doing a pretty good ring-wise. Then get screwed over in the interceptor section, or the arrow chaser section. Oh, I feel like I need to be careful through the section again and be very cautious. I personally already have enough robots, but I still want to show off the best ways to get a few here and there. Remember not to boost through this section until you get to about there. You may want to try going after that E16. It may help you, it may not. You may want to go for those robots down there. Yeah, I would definitely suggest trying to go for those robots down there, but me, I'm at that point again where I just want to get done so that it doesn't affect, or my mood doesn't affect the rest of the video, and I've still got a good ways to go. But trying to go after 75, you shouldn't have too much trouble if you just make sure that you try to go for those few robots on the bottom. Oh crap, damn it, I've done it again. You could go after that egg flame, but that would mean taking damage. You know, if it doesn't matter to you, you could very easily just go ahead and take damage. On the other hand, since I have 900 rings, I would rather not take damage. But you know, if I do, I do. Adabat, no. Okay, so the floor will fall out from underneath you here in this section, so you want to be careful. You want to watch these moving platforms. I'm scared again. If you haven't been able to tell, the moving platforms through there. You want to the floor will fall from underneath you in that last section. You want to watch the moving floor through here. Adabat is not a very good place to collect rings, even though I do have nearly 900. There is so many areas where you can lose rings very easily, or just die. So that's why I definitely suggest not using Adabat as a. Oh wow, you can actually collect more than 900 rings. I could have swore. Wow, I lost 500 rings in that one attack. Wow. I wonder if that's the maximum amount of rings that you actually lose is 500. Wow, that's a shame. So maybe you very well may want to try and use Adabat as a area that you can grind off of, just because you can actually go after more than 900. No, please. Wow, okay. Well, be back in a second. Alright, well, I do apologize. I cannot get through that level. I've tried at least 5-6 times. After that, the run where I lost the 1,000 rings, I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have a very hard time getting through the rest of these missions if I continue on doing the ring mission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. And I will say though, past the point where I died, the last rings, there's a rail section before you get to the gold ring. There's about 7 to 10 E6 spinners and 1 golden arrow chaser through there. If you notice that when I died, I had 70 enemies. Well, to get the level 3 hot dog mission, the battle trial hot dog mission, you need 75 enemies. So if you just follow my exact path, kill the exact same enemies that I can, maybe a little bit more through the arrow chaser, maybe not so many through the arrow chaser, you know, it's really up to you. And just get those last 10, 7 to 10, well, I guess 8 to 11 robots in a final set before the final rail before you get to the end. That'll push you over the edge. I do apologize though, but you've seen most of the level, you know what you got to do. But I can't, you know, just no way I can right now. Continue to do that, and I'm at the point where if I keep messing up with the ring trial, that I'm just gonna quit. And I'll just say, you know, you have the possibility to get over 1,000. Just and I'll tell you where to watch out, the areas to watch out at. I will try. I'll give it at least 3 runs. If I can't make it in 3 runs, if I pass the 75 percent mark in the level, and like not if I die right here just because I messed up doing the quick time section, that these quick step sections, you know, that won't count. Once I pass the 75% mark of the level, and if I continue to die during all 3 runs, then I'll just quit and tell you where to avoid. And if you notice, you can get over 1,000 rings, which is still a surprise to me. I thought you can only get the cap was 99, just because there's only space on the ring indicator down there for. Well, I guess now that I look at it, it could be 1,000. So maybe the cap is 9,000. Wow, I'm actually surprised that worked. I didn't mean to. I was trying to use the homing attack on that rail, or the whatever you call it. Alright, I will try. Well, no, I'm not going to actually try to go after every single enemy because I've already missed 2 that you need to get at the beginning. Those 2 E6 spinners at the beginning will definitely help you out. Getting him will help you out. You have to get this one to be able to progress on. But anyway, need to focus on the rings right now. Alright, so through the arrow chaser section, now you can just focus on rings, and you'll be able to get more rings, probably put you well over 1,000, but you do have to be careful because of the fire that they can lay down. I don't believe they actually lay a strip, electric spike strip down, but their secondary attack is the lasers, so you do want to be careful about those. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to get the 1,000 now, but you know, you never know. If you can angle it better, you can hit a few of those a few robots on that first island, which will definitely help you out. And for whatever reason, the frames like to drop in the game while going along these water sections, and it doesn't seem to affect the recording at all, thankfully, but just for whatever reason, while going through here, this is another section that can really screw you over. Just because the bomb placements, you know, you may get unlucky with the lasers, the way the lasers line up, the way the bombs line up, just whatever attacks that he does. I didn't even go that way. Wow. So this is definitely a bad run. You can kind of tell a bad run. There's no way. I'll be lucky if I can get close to 500. You know, that's how bad this is. This you here, remember, just to make sure that you can make it through here, you have to make sure that you get on the rail and then just kind of stay in the middle, try to follow the rings. You may be able to use the light speed dash along the rings. Once you get onto the platforms, though, you definitely want to let off the boost button just so that you can make sure that you get through there. Okay. I try to stay on the line of rings as much as possible. And then once you get through here, just take out the egg fighters, the machine guns first, so they don't have a chance to actually attack you. This seems to be the same every time. Circle, X, triangle, which is useful, because a lot of the times they won't be the same. You want to be careful because some of those will actually flip over and they will make you take damage. Yeah, I'm definitely done with this level. It's not even one of my most favorite levels. It's one of the most beautiful levels in this game, but gameplay-wise and just the way the level is laid out, I definitely don't like it. But Sega definitely outdid themselves with the graphics in this level. I'm very impressed with how beautiful this level is. The water, the forests, the waterfalls. It's definitely very beautiful. Definitely say the gimmicks, traps, and regular general BS in this level isn't all that great, though. But you know, you just look at the water here, and it looks almost realistic. To be quite honest, you know, the forests definitely is very detailed. Actually, looks like you're really going through a jungle forest-like area. That's something I didn't talk about during the wrap-up. The credits that I meant to, and I don't know why I didn't. I really messed the credits up on that one. But I will definitely talk about it during the wrap-up video, just the points that I like about the game, the graphics, sounds, and everything. I'll go into a little bit more detail about those once I get there, but for now, I'm just going to try to focus on this and see if I can get through it without losing my patience or going insane, which looks like I very well may do. But as I was saying before, this is just such a long level, and without being forced to restart from the beginning, just sucks, because this is such a long level. This is definitely the longest level that's not Robotnik Land out of every continent that you visit. You had 10 minutes to get through here. There's no other level that has you going through here in 10 minutes for the first hot dog mission. That just goes to show how long that this mission actually is, or that this level actually is. And you add all of the traps and everything makes it definitely a lot longer and a lot harder. And for you to be forced to start from the beginning every single time that you fail, it eats after you. It wears on you after a while. I won't say it eats away at your sanity or patience. It kind of does, but it just it gets to you after a while. You just get to a no. Just little things like that, I was going right where I needed to, and just for whatever reason, it just shoots me off out in the water. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut again. I'm just gonna have to cut again. Alright, so sadly, after 10 tries later, I'm done. I just cannot do this anymore. I have figured out a few good areas to watch out for. The Arrow Chaser level, or the Arrow Chaser section, it's kind of random, like the Empire City and Spagonia areas. Once you figure out a pattern, you can get through there pretty easily. Try to just watch the lasers and the first two sets of fire bombs at the beginning, and just watch the lasers after that. The Interceptor section seems to change the bomb layout every time. You just want to make sure that you're boosting as soon as you go into that section. If you don't, you'll have a lot harder time doing that. And just watch out the entire 2D section. You want to watch out for the islands. Just try to make sure that you line it up immediately so that you get to the islands so you're not on time limit, so you can take your time. The geysers, you want to watch out for the geysers. You can't use the quick step that easily on water, but you can let off the boost and try to angle around the geysers. But that's about that. That's the only way that I can tell you how to get through there. I'm just, like I said, I'm done. I'm done with it. I just can't do it anymore. I just eats away at you after a while, just continuously failing. As I've said before, it's such a long level to be forced to start from the beginning from. It's just not feasible to do anymore. So sadly, won't be able to do it. Level 3 is 450 rings. You've seen me get over 1,000 in it. Just watch out in those sections and you shouldn't have any trouble. This is a fight we don't have to do, so we're not going to do it. Would be pretty easy though, since it's mostly just little Rexes. What the? Oh, it's one of those. I'm trying to figure out where I was supposed to go. Okay, anyway. This is definitely a good time to look out for fights that you don't have to do. As I said before, anything involving killer bees or deep nightmares more than... this section may not be too bad, but I would definitely suggest not going after... Come on. Get on it! You piece of shit. Let's go. So for whatever reason, it seems like the evil flowers cannot actually hit us. Maybe it was just because of the angle that they had as soon as they started to attack me. This is a fight that we actually have to do, so... want to be careful. You do not want to go charging into a evil flower right as they are going to attack you. So you want to be careful and wary for that. You want to watch out for it as well. Remember to ambush the deep nightmares. You want to try to attack them in the back and also ambush them as soon as they appear. Remember, you can actually try to throw these guys off. So you just kill him. Maybe you can use the critical attack on this guy, just if he gives you too much trouble with the blocking you may definitely want to try to go for that as an easier route instead of having to deal with actually fighting him. So let me see. We have to go this way because it does what? Don't want to go this way, especially with the floor falling out from underneath my feet. I definitely like this. It's pretty cool the way it's sunset rather than full night. We haven't. This is actually the only level that has a has sunset rather than full night. Big Mother. Remember to go at with the unleashed. And definitely getting a little bit too cocky because I had a few good runs with the Titans to try to do this, but it does waste time. You know, it does take time to be able to do that. And at the end of the day, you could just kill the Big Mothers a lot quicker than going through all of that. I believe those are closed. We have to head to the right here to unlock them, I believe. Yeah, but you have to watch out for the waterfalls turning on and off. You do have to use the dash through this section. Okay. Just remember the sections where you don't have to fight anything. I want to try to get it on this immediately. Let's see if anybody can actually hit us. Yes, they can. Great. So this is going to have to be a fight that you actually have to do. What sucks is you have to kill these deep nightmares for you to be able to move on. That's the thing that sucks. If it wasn't for the deep nightmares, you wouldn't have to. This section would be pretty easy. But because of the deep nightmares, that's what is giving me all that trouble. Now I'm at a loss for time. And I've still got to fight all this. Today is definitely not my day. Doing these. I don't know, it seems like attacking the enemies in the back without them actually seeing you. Or, you know, whether they see you or not, well, yeah, them not seeing you will definitely help you out in the long run, for damage purposes, but it also seems that you can actually do a good bit of damage to them by attacking their backs. You know, directly behind them, kind of getting the preemptive strike. Yeah. Also, you know, as soon as they spawn, will help you out. But I would definitely suggest trying to get them in the back. You know, it's definitely seems to work for the Big Mothers and the Titans as well. I really haven't tried it out with Titans all that much. The Big Mothers are definitely a lot stronger defense-wise and strength-wise than the Titans, because they seem to be able to knock out your shield, or a low-level shield like this in one hit, where you can actually defend with the Titans, or defend against the Titans with it. Okay, let's try this again. I think it's not too bad with time, I don't guess. Hopefully won't drown here. Let's see, do you have to actually do this fight? No. Or I thought there might have been a fight there. Thankfully there wasn't. I hate to say it, but you definitely want to wait for the waterfalls, just because, you know, while it's not that difficult to get back to this section from, you know, if you have to die, or if you do die, like its daytime counterpart, The problem is just you don't want to get caught in a waterfall like that, you know, especially when you could have waited. Okay, let me see. Let me check up here to make sure that you don't actually have to do this fight. Maybe we do. I don't know. Might as well. Definitely want to save any unleash that you have up at this point for the fight in the next room. There will be several ways of a lot of enemies. Maybe we'll have to deal with. Okay, so that didn't seem to do anything. Let me see. Can I just bust down the door? No. Remember, there is a moon medal behind that door if you do go through here regularly, and I missed it because I didn't expect the door to close. So I believe all you have to do is just run over here, get this jewel, place it on there, which will open that up, which will allow you to open the switch, which will allow you to throw the switch and open the door, and which you definitely want to try to do on level 3. Level 1, however, in level 2, you probably don't need it, especially if you've been trying to go through here pretty fast. But if you missed every fight that you have to do, especially if you made time with that first pole bending section. Wow. Oh, okay. I thought I was close to the end. Okay, obviously not. So just forget whatever I said and just do it the fast way. Just forget that fight. You don't actually have to do it. I guess he must be pissed because I said the big mothers were stronger than him. That's got to be it. That's the only reason why I can see why he would try to attack me so violently. Okay. Huh. I guess I must be thinking about a mission or something, because there's supposed to be a really tough section. Maybe it's a different act. I don't remember right now, but there's supposed to be a really tough section with a lot of boss fights that you're supposed to, or not boss fights, but a lot of enemies you're supposed to fight. But I can hear the goal ring through here, so yeah, definitely skip that last fight in that last room. You don't have to do it. Remember, you start out with the different stages of the flower, from young to, or from a seed to a big flower. No, okay, I didn't think so, but for whatever reason I had trouble here the first time I came through here, even though I hit all the right ones. Ah, that's right, because there was 5, not 4. And the 5th one should be over here somewhere. Let's see, 1. It's probably not on the floor, it's going to be up here, I think. Well, might as well have a look, see whether it's down here or not. No. Maybe it's over there. No, I don't guess it's over there because I think I already went up there. It's a full-grown flower there. Learning that this is definitely what will kill your chance to... I can't see whether that's a... No, that's not it either. Crap. Oh, I definitely hate this puzzle. Most definitely hate this puzzle. Nothing in there. So we'll just try it again. Is there something up there, maybe? Damn it. Not that, obviously. We'll check up here. You know, this is crumbling. Yeah, all this had was just a sun metal up there. Well, I've hit both of these. That one and this one. Well, not this one over here, because this is the full-grown flower, but there's got to be a... Yeah, I don't understand where or what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay, let me try something else. I'd try a combination that I don't believe I've tried yet. Seed. Dodge this because it looks a lot taller than the other one. But this one looks like it's got a... I can't see it, it's just too far away, but it looks like it's got a It looks like it's got a flower on it. My screen just won't pick it up for whatever reason. It's just a little bit too far away for me to be able to see it clearly. But I'll try this one to see if it actually works or not. This one right in front of me. Of course. Yeah, I definitely hate this puzzle. If I was strapped for time, I'm doing pretty good, you know, trying to make it for the level 3. You do have to beat it in 10 minutes. And I am doing pretty good. Just remember to, from the seed, jump across, hit the taller one, then hit the one with the little red bud on it, and then the full-grown flower, which will open that up. And with a minute to spare, so that's pretty useful. Could go around and collect the rings, but I don't really care to. I just want to get out of here as quickly as possible so that I can move on. Okay, so what do I got? 9, we'll put him into life. And I'm going to use the same tactic for the survival mode. I'll try to go through there and beat it, or, you know, get to the end. Or I'll skip a lot of those fights, especially the Deep Nightmare fights and the Killer Bee fights. Had pretty good, nice running form, real nimble. Got a seafood dog. Sadly, that's only 2, but, you know, there's just nothing I can do with Jungle Joyride day stage. It's not very joyful. But anyway, so I went through it. I figured he was going to say the same thing. So, thankfully, I'm able to show off most of Adabat, and at least, even though I wasn't able to show the ring battle, or the ring challenge, I did show off well over 95% of the battle trial, and even told you how to push it over to level 3 if you need to. This fight, you know, this is an easy fight. It's all it is just little Rexes and everything. You know, you can just throw them at each other. The red ones will always stronger and require more hits than the normal ones. The red one for everything does that as well. So you always want to be careful, especially going through sections like this, or, you know, the frights, whatever, you know, the little Rexes or the frights, they always take more hits. So if you do throw them at an enemy, you will have to hit them twice to be able to make them stay down. Just miss this, you won't worry about it. Ah, crap. That was cheap. You know, I didn't even have a chance to defend myself or nothing. Just as soon as it pops back up, I have to get hit. Definitely want to take out and I've said this before, but you want to take out the evil flowers first, just so that you don't have to worry about the long range attacks. The deep nightmares, though, they do present a challenge because you have to balance avoiding and killing them as well as going after the flowers. And let's see if we can do something to help ourselves here. So throwing one little Rex at a flower will kill it immediately. That's something useful to know for the survival, as well as the speed aspect. If you do have trouble, I don't know why, maybe because I didn't throw him hard enough or whatever. Again, you know, you want to try to knock them out before they know you're there. They will always spawn on the other side of the area, but whatever side you are not on, they will always spawn there, possibly so that you don't get that advantage on them. There we go. Thankfully, I'm getting a little bit better with the quick time events, and they seem to be slowing down. The biggest problem with those is that they speed up a little bit too quickly, and they don't give you quite enough time, or they don't give you near enough time that you need to be able to do those sections efficiently or quickly. but you know, thankfully they've been a little bit better about it. So just want to make sure that you hit the big mother in the back with the well, I guess I didn't need to turn the unleashed on, but it definitely does kill her a lot quicker, and you can kill her without having to actually go through and do the you can actually kill her without using the unleash pretty quickly if you attack her in the back, but because you will pretty much gain it all back, your unleashed bar, you'll gain a pretty good amount of Dark Gaia force, which will increase your unleashed bar, which will allow you to use the unleashed again pretty quickly. That's one incentive to use the unleashed for the Titans and Big Mothers, because they do give you a whole bunch of Dark Gaia force, which, as I just said, will fill up your unleashed bar, allowing you to pull out another unleashed whenever you need it, which is always useful. So, keeping that in mind, you may want to try and go for all the fights you can, or not all the fights you can, but you may want to use it whenever you need it, like with one of those fights. But anyway, so I'm not sure what a little Rex will do to a Deep Nightmare. This is probably a good time to try it out, but I don't want to mess around too much, especially because I've got the evil flowers over here. You just take you and throw you off in the water. Doesn't seem like he wants to go out in the water though, sadly. So we'll just throw you inland so that I can get your chaos experience. Wow, you took a lot of hits to take out. Oh well. Anyway, so we'll just turn back around and drop this jewel. And remember, you do not have to do this fight. So if you are doing the the time trial, you don't have to worry about doing this fight. And I don't know why those doors aren't opening. I'm glad that they're not, because you obviously don't need to go in through there, but they should be opening up. Or no, the door should lead to somewhere else. I guess that's Act 2, or maybe it's a mission. I don't remember right now. Remember, use the unleash so that you can attack them in the back. Don't worry about taking too much damage. The biggest thing that you have to actually worry about, the Titans, is they're not so much speeding up a little bit through there. Not so much that their punching ability or their jump attack. It's not so much that it will hurt you. It's that it could potentially send you off of a ledge, which it can do in, I believe, Empire City, as not Apatos, but there's one other location that'll do that at. So this is the order that you have to do this in. The little seed here on the far platform, this larger sprout, and you jump across here. You get to that bud over there. I want to make sure that you don't hit the big flower just yet. Get to the little bud here, and then just jump across here, and there you go. Jump on the big flower, and that's it. That's actually pretty good. That's not too hard of a level. The biggest problem that you may have is the Titan and the Big Mother. Just remember to use your Unleashed while going through there. You shouldn't have a problem with it. So thankfully I'm done with Adabat. I'm not going to be able to do Robotnik Land right now because the level 1 mission is a time trial and has you getting through there in 75 minutes, which is about an hour and 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And, I don't even have enough space on my hard drive right now to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I may, if I feel like it, put the ring trial run and the end of the boss run on there. I don't know. Had pretty good one looking. I pegged you as the high endurance sword. Guess I was right, eh? I don't know. Depends on whether I feel like it or not, and I'm not sure. I probably won't commentate through either of them, and the sound quality may not be too good. I may run a fan. I don't know yet. You know, I don't even know whether I'll do it or not. But if I don't, well, either way, if I do or don't, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching. We'll beat Eggman Land, or Robotnik Land. I call it Robotnik Land, in the next video on part 31. And then we'll finally be done and we can move on. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with all my BS and Adabat's BS. Until next time.